Hi, I'm Nikisha and this is Nikitty Workshop. I know it's been a minute since I've been on. A lot happened in 2025. So my basement got backed up and got flooded because the septic backed up. So we actually had to clear everything out. I shut down the business for a few months so we can clean everything out, sanitize, get everything back to normal. In doing that, we had to empty out the basement and of course put everything storage, clean, got everything put back up, walls, equipment, stuff like that. So you're gonna see that the setup is a little bit different from the other videos. In doing the whole cleanup process, I realized I have a lot of stuff which is not good. So going forward for 2026, I'm actually going to be downsizing what I've been doing for the business, and I'm only going to be showing equipment that I use, of course, which is always the case. Anything I show or make videos on is equipment that I actually use and I have on hand. Even though I am downsizing, I did actually have 2 new equipment, or sort of new. I have another 3D printer. I always had a Creality 3D printer before. I think it's one of the Ender versions, which I bought to fix the laser that I have. But I wasn't really big on 3D printing. Ended up buying an A1 Mini for my daughter to play with, and sort of for me to figure out if I want to incorporate it in the business as well. I ended up getting a Creality High with 2 CFS system, so I could print up to 8 colors. So that's what I'm gonna work with now. I did make some stuff and it looked pretty decent, so I'll show you videos of how I'm doing that using all free software to make it. So I think that would be interesting to everyone who wants to dabble in 3D printing and make their own stuff. So you're gonna see content on that. I also, from Kickstarter, purchased the E1 Make E1 printer. I'm still waiting to get the printer. Those who are following that know it's been a minute, and I don't mind the wait. So it'd be nice to add to the business. Of course, I'll go through it, set it up. Whatever I learn, I'll make videos on it as well and post it. So you'll see content for that coming for 2026. Of course, once we get the printer, the ink and all of that. Yeah, printer, ink and all of that. I will not be doing blankets anymore. That's one of the things I decided to cut out of the business. I will, however, shift to, which I was doing a little bit of, like the mini pillows, the plush pillows. Like that I could do on the embroidery machine, so I will be going forward with that. I have custom towels that I'm working on, and also patches. So I'll go through the full thing of how I do patches, keychains, of course, which has always been like the core of the business. Keychain stickers. So you'll see different machines that I use. So I do plan to go through a whole series on the cutters that I have, the printers that I have. I'll bit more updates on like the sewing machine, the serger, the embroidery machine that I have. I need to post those. So a lot of different content, and of course the pins. Not forgetting the push pins, the pin back buttons, button pins, or you know what I mean. That I did earlier in 2025 for my dad's funeral. So I'm gonna still have those being in there. I'm not cutting that back. Of course, you're gonna have the laser content. That's gonna still be there. So a lot more stuff. Some might be a little basic for some people, but still useful information of how I've learned how to use them and incorporate it in the business. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot more of me for 2026. So thanks for watching. Look forward for more. Like, subscribe if you want to see more content of more making stuff and doing. And you guys have a good day. Bye.